Hello everyone, I know it's been a while, but welcome back to Topless Cooking with Tim. Tonight we are going to make guacamole. I love avocados. Avocados are an excellent fat for you to take. Fat is actually good for you if you take it in the right way. Avocados are the right way. So, it's very simple. First you cut the avocado. If you haven't cut one before, the way I do it, there's other ways to do it, is just take a knife, go right down the middle of it, cut it right across the middle lengthwise. You're gonna pull it in half. And then the other side, you can do this or not. You just smack the nut in the middle. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Just whack it, twist it, and pop it right out. Very simple. Otherwise you can just scoop it out if you don't want to do that, but I like to have fun and smack it around. So that's it. So you take that, you're going to scoop out the avocado right into a big bowl, right here, and just scoop it right in, and then you move on to step 2. Next ingredient is tomatoes. I had poor planning. I didn't really count how much I needed, and I used a tomato earlier this week, so I only have 1. Usually take 2, but I'm short in avocado also, so whatever, I'm just winging it tonight. So you just take it and just dice it up. Get a sharper knife than what I had. Much better. Always use sharp knives. A dull knife is very dangerous, so get sharp knives. And I just cut it up into little slices, little cubes, and just dump it right in. 1, 2, 3. And that is your tomato. Next up we have 1 clove of garlic, clove, not bulb like I used to use, and an onion. I only have half left, but that's fine. Again, like I said, my recipe is a little bit off, but still the principle's there, and it's still going to taste good. So I just take it and you mince it up. So you go itty bitty little tiny choppy chops. A little technique that I had learned is you just line it up and just keep the knife point down and just kind of rotate it back and forth, just chopping little mince and just put it all back together and keep going back and forth, and you get it into little tiny bits. But just keep going back and forth, a little bit at a time. And then once that's done, just scoop it up, dump that in. And then the onion, same thing, just chop the onion up into little tiny chunks. The smaller the better. It depends on how you like your guacamole. If you like it with chunky pieces in it, or if you prefer your guacamole to have fine minced stuff. Totally up to you. As most of you know, I guy cook, so the faster the better. So I'll cook it, or I'll chop it as small as I can, with as much patience as I've got. So that's it. I just simple little dicings. Again, just scoop that right in. Next is your pepper. I've got a pepper, it's huge compared to what I've put in there so far. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the whole thing because I do want to feel my face when I'm done. But again with this, yeah, I think I'm just going to use half of this. So I just cut the top off, and I'm just going to cut this right in half. And I'm just going to use just half of it. If you've got seeds, depending on how spicy you want it. If you want it spicy, leave the seeds in. If not, rinse them out. I don't mind spicy food, but it makes my head sweat, so I'd like to stay away from that. It's just uncomfortable, and I want to taste my food. So again, just chopping this into little fine bits. Alright, it's all chopped up. Dump that in. And now onto cilantro. Cilantro can be potent. First time I made it, I used way too much. And I don't mind cilantro, but it just overpowered the entire thing. So I just use a couple little sprigs of it, is really all you need. Actually, I'm going to cut this in half as well. Now this one's a little tougher to cut because it's very thin and leafy. So I just chop a little bit here and there and just keep kind of putting it into a pile and go back to that technique where you just put the tip of the knife down and rock back and forth, rotate back and forth, chopping it, put it back into a pile, and just keep on doing that until it's very finely minced, or else you're going to get kind of bigger leaves in there. It doesn't take all that long. Just rotate back and forth, back and forth. Minces up pretty quickly. Again, I'm an impatient guy, but it still goes pretty quick. Alright, so I just scoop that up, put that in there. Now for some spices. So now onto the spices. It's going to be half a teaspoon of everything. Very simple, just half a teaspoon. Ground cumin. Dump that right in. Cayenne pepper. Sea salt. And it says 1 lime. I don't have a lime. I have lemon juice, which I've used before, so it's close to the same. Whatever. I think lime makes it taste a little different. And I'm just going to put a splash in there. And that's it. So now it's in the bowl. So all you do is just mix it up till it looks like a paste. You know, if you've never had guacamole before, it kind of looks like a little bit of a paste. And that's all. So there's a very good chance that when mixing it, you're going to need to use your hands. Using a spoon just isn't going to cut it. So just put your hands in there and just mix it up nice and good. Just squish it around. It's going to feel all gooey and nasty, and who cares? It's going to taste awesome. You know, just get all the avocado pieces and smash them into a good paste so there's no chunks in there. Oh yeah. Then the final requirement is licking your fingers. But don't put your hands back in the bowl afterwards if you're going to share it with friends, unless you don't like your friends. Yum. Plus you get to taste how it is to see if you need to add anything else in there. Got a little zip to it. Not bad. I'm pretty impressed. I haven't done that in a while. Maybe too much onion. Oh well. I'll try and tweak it for next time. So I hope you all enjoyed today. Let me know what your guacamole tastes like when it comes out for you. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great night. And don't forget, you are awesome.